Hej, Akureyri matarapuga no minganik ilismatsorfa minganik. My name is Akureyri. I'm from Nuuk and I'm studying at the University of Greenland.
Say manango yunga now yanang new todlunga Canada mi tagvanitunga katitidlugi tamani namekulu yaksimayu. I'm Jennifer Kajuk and I'm from Repulse Bay, Nunavut, Canada. I'm taking part in a conference here in Iceland. My first language is Inuktitut. I'm Inuk, and I'm representing the Nunavut Arctic College in Iqaluit. And I am currently a student at Nunavut Arctic College. I'm going to be in my fourth year in September.
My name is Julie Dawn Potter, and I am in Akureyri, Iceland, at the ICAS conference representing the NSF as an intern for them this summer.
I'm studying language, literature, and media because I'm really interested in the Greenlandic literature, media, and language, but mostly media. They primarily talk about the weather and the changes. The lack of sea ice and lack of snow and very warm summers, and that. It's very important because the hunters they rely on sea ice at the winter time to go hunting elsewhere than just nearby the village or town.
I've learned that we have so much things in common, and I've learned that we need to work harder, and countries need to come together and come to some negotiations for a peaceful solution for the climate. For example, if we see that climate change and the ice melting and that there's going to be more transportation, people thinking about it, and there's oil up there, and I've learned that countries need to do some peaceful negotiations to come and talk together peacefully regarding North Pole, because that's one of the things that globally people are looking at. North Pole, it's got oil and resources, and and I'm sure that it's going to be talked about.
I think it's extremely important for natives to have input into the scientific process, particularly if you're looking at sustainability and climate change. And in the northern region, they're the main audience. They're the main people that are effective. Their lives are the ones experiencing it firsthand as more quick than everybody else. And if you don't include them in the science, you also lose a large amount of valuable knowledge they have to share. They're the ones intimately connected to the environment around them. They're the ones intimately connected to the changing political scene even. And if you want to be able to take that science and take it from just in a textbook to something that's actually usable and influential for the community, you have to develop an effective communication network to be able to take it from knowledge to action.
I think the Greenlandic people are adapting to it and finding new ways of living. There are some positive and negative effects on climate change. For example, in South Greenland, they want the earth to be warmer so they can grow other things than they grow today. And I think in North Greenland it is a problem because they are dependent on being on the sea ice.
Where I come from is rural Appalachia, and it shares a lot of similarity to the Alaskan situations. We're isolated, where impoverished. We have like substandard housing out beyond you can imagine. We are primarily natural resource based. We don't have significant amounts of industry. Everything comes from coal, and then oil is Alaska's issue, and they go hand in foot with each other. So understanding how to work with that type of isolation and that type of restriction and communicating with government is something I'm very familiar with. And I had a job through my graduate assistantship with my school in partnership with FEMA, where I was helping a local community that was population of like 1,500 people that had been flooded out twice last year in 2010, and they were just devastated. Their downtown was destroyed, and working with this group that FEMA had created, trying to develop that communication with the federal government of getting grants, or trying to find a college of experts is the technical term that's used on how to take a problem like that. Who do you turn to? How do you become educated in it? What do you do? And being so isolated and so lack of resourceful and educated individuals, a significant brain drain problem, that gives me an inside perspective of the type of struggle the communities in Alaska have to face.
One of the issues that was asked is why recent high school graduates don't go to college, and a lot of Inuit struggle to go, not a lot, but there are some people that go to college, and it's very challenging to move out from their own community to go to college and to have that higher education. I decided to go to college to become a teacher. I want to teach young people about who they are and their own identity, and to give them pride of who they are. I want to become a teacher because I have this passion to teach other like small children, and to welcome them and let them have a safe, warm environment.
The project I'm working on is developing outreach and a communication conduit between NSF's, particularly Office of Polar Programs, to Alaskan Native communities, and making it more possible for Native communities to bring forth issues that are facing them, so that the research comes from the bottom up rather than just the top down. What I'm learning here is what kinds of research have already been done in developing this, so that I can take the knowledge gained in this that's done in other areas such as Canada or Greenland, and how we can apply it to Alaskan and Indigenous communities to strengthen the solicitation process.
I like being positive, looking at positive sides. I also like I see positive things in colonization towards Inuit culture. There's a lot of positive sides to it. It's not all negativity. I believe that education is a must for everyone. I want to teach my students who they are. I want them to prepare them academically. I have expectations. I want them to teach that the North is not being left out, it's being talked about. I want to teach them to become scientists, and I want them to have a good future, and I want to teach.